What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to an all new episode of Talkin Your podcast amongst friends. I am Anthony Sterling, your friendly neighborhood super Negro. And joining me, as always, are those lovely queens of podcasting, starting off with that beautiful ray of sunshine, Miss
Oh, she's so
Araya
pretty.
Anderson. She's in the building.
Clap for
man.
her because she gets attitude when we don't clap.
Thank you. Thank you. So happy to be here.
There we go. And moving on with the bruiser, the enforcer, the mistress of ish talk. Y'all give it up, y'all. Mistress
gotta
of
be a
evil?
mistress.
Sure.
I gotta be a mistress. That
Excuse
sounds
me.
Mistress
illicit.
of evil.
That
The
sounds
bottom-
illicit. I'll
Well,
take
let
that
me
mistress
stop.
of evil.
Okay, because I was
fine.
gonna say the bottom bitch ish talk, but I don't think you would want that. Would you?
I wouldn't be a bottom. I'd be a power bottom, but I wouldn't be a bottom.
Okay, you don't understand the hierarchy of bitches when it comes to pimping.
Of
The bottom
hoedom.
bitch is the main.
Yeah, that's
She's
No,
the
I don't
main
like
girl.
I don't like anything with the bottom in it though, because I
Oh.
don't
right. But she
okay.
I
keeps
don't
all
think-
the other bitches in line. She's the most important. Like she
Yeah,
gets
but
the
I
big
would
Yeah,
just
you're the enforcer.
then I would be the pimp. So
Okay, well,
Well,
ladies
no,
and
no,
gentlemen.
no.
Okay, let's just give it up, y'all, for Miss Elaine Tarragano. She's in the building. She's here. Pimping is strong.
with a strong pimp hand. This pimp
All
hand is
right.
strong and
There
ready.
it
I think
is.
I have some baby powder around here in case any of you motherfuckers get out of line.
Okay.
Jazz,
oh,
that means you.
You gonna headbutt
Wow.
us?
I am. Like shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of Invincible. She do you like Mark Dead Conquest? That is not good.
Yes.
All right. Well, look, we're gonna move from headbutts to butt head. Let's give it up, y'all, for the priestess. The
She was looking down like she was looking. Who are you talking about? Until you said the priestess. And she said, this nigga's talking about me. Yes, nigga, you. He's
Yeah,
talking about
right?
you.
I was just waiting for her to go, moi, a butthead.
No, I was
No.
waiting on her to go. Don't talk about Jazz like that.
I was about to say that. I was just waiting for him to say jazz. I was that. It's so mean of you to say that about me.
Well, I mean, last week you were a boob and now you're a butthead. Let's see what other part of anatomy we're going to use you for. We don't know
Right.
yet. We don't know yet. Maybe a
When do I
clit
become-
stitch. We don't know.
I was about to say, when do I become,
Yeah.
eh.
Like that.
And ladies
Oh,
and
wait,
gentlemen.
Stop.
Whoop.
No.
Oh, Anthony.
you know what?
Anthony from
I need men to stop thinking that this is something. Please don't do that. Get. You know what? No.
You know what? From here on out, to all the fellas who are watching, two of you, next time you're up front and you're looking at those two lips, just go and just see what happens. She laughs, keep going. She kicks you in the face, walk away. Walk away. And that was some sexual advice given to you by
So
Talkin
not
ish.
only do I have to sit through bad head, because unless a man watches like woman porn, he usually is bad at it. Now he's gonna make fun of me by doing the God damn.
Britt, life has already done that to you, so just accept it. We're going to continue because it is the priestess of age rage, the progenitor of light skin revolution, the slightly annoyed and amply boobed up mixed chick herself. Y'all give it up for Miss Britt Williams. She is here. We love you. We love you. No, you don't when they're giving you adulation. You sit your extended ass down and take it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it so much. And you know what? You're right. I am a bit off in the head, so I'm not gonna argue with you.
a bit. That's
A
funny.
bit. I didn't even say
A
that.
bit.
You
A
admitted to
bit.
your shortcomings. I was giving you love. That's on you, sis. But look, we got to move on because we have.
My God,
We
all this
cannot
boob
call.
sweat.
Okay,
Excuse me.
sweaty
Hold on.
titty Tammy right here.
Oh,
You
you take off this
we
damn
can-
sweatshirt.
we not right now. We are on the YouTube.
Nigga, that might get us some views. Hell,
That is true. Oh yeah. But go ahead, let them out, Shan. Let them free. We got to show some love because we can't call her a guest anymore. She is our cousin in pod. She is family. She's a sister. that we come to find out our daddy was a Rolling Stone and had this one. So we have to accept her
She's
into
the
the role.
illegitimate sister that we
Yeah.
accepted after
That we
Gotcha.
a
found
while.
out about at the funeral.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you came to the repast and we gave you a piece of chicken. That is
We
how we
did.
show love.
And
You
it was
got
a
plate.
breast.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, I can't lie. I like a good breast. Who? But
Oh, I
what?
We
like
know.
the leg.
But
We
I'm
know.
I'll
bummed.
take the leg.
A
But
leg. You're
ladies,
so basic.
that's a basic bitch
I'm
meal.
just
A
happy to
leg.
get a piece.
That
I'm happy
is.
to eat.
Look, we
Oh
gotta continue.
God, I'm just happy to eat.
There you go. We gotta introduce.
Says a skinny bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. We are Jazz is right. We are on one, but y'all give it up. Give a big round of applause to one half of the Was It Good Though podcast.
the good half.
Oh God, you are still holding on to that
No comment.
like a light skinned it would. Y'all give it up, y'all, for Jazz. She is in the building. She is here. Hello, man. And we are done. I don't know. Does the chair sound weird to y'all?
No, it sounds great.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Sounds
I
wonderful.
guess it's just my headphones. I need to invest in a new
Why
one.
does
But I
Helene
got a
look like
job
she's
now,
wearing
so
a
I can buy
hijab?
some new ones.
Shout out to you.
That was a
Elaine
good
looks like she's
segue
wearing
into.
a
That was a
hijab.
good segue into how was your week.
Yeah. Yeah. We might as well run into it. Let's start off with our sister from a different mister, Miss Jazz. How was your week?
Illegitimate sister. Speak your mind.
Wow.
Okay. My forehead sister channeling the energy.
Moonhead twins.
Right.
Yeah. Wonder Twins unite. I told her when I pick her up from the airport, I'm gonna just go like this and we just gonna hold like the Coneheads. Remember the Coneheads movie?
Yes. And then leaning like this.
Garfield, Garfield.
We're gonna start some electricity.
And nigga, she is gonna be so embarrassed I was embarrassing my kids yesterday. She gonna be so embarrassed when I pick her ass up from the airport because I'm gonna jump out with a sign and go and scream her name and then be like, hit me with the head one good time. And I'm just she gonna probably go walk back in the airport, but I don't give a fuck.
I
You
don't
should
know
get
this
someone
black
to
I don't
woman.
give a
draw
damn. I don't
feet
give a damn.
and like put arrows
I
at the toes.
should.
Yeah.
I should. Or I should come in those big dino feet or something like on my
Yes.
feet.
Wow.
Yes.
Nobody
Let's
has
not-
that looks like that.
Yeah. Jazz, how was your week, girl?
My week was good. Nothing really eventful. I've been off for a few days, so amen. Just getting refreshed and everything before I go back. So
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
She was
Rhea.
on another podcast and it was
That was
yo, Helene is my PO.
Oh, Wow. it was not.
It was
Do I need
You
to
know what?
listen to this podcast?
no.
No.
Well,
Okay. all right.
let's do it like this. They also dropped a wonderful extra episode of Was It Good Though? Speaking
yeah.
about
They
the
did.
Avengers casting,
They
you
did.
you along with your partner in crime, Jason, and Mr. Mike Soul, joined y'all. That was really good. I really
Hi,
enjoyed
Mike.
it.
Okay.
The Avengers
I
are
watched.
uniting again. Great episode. I give
Aw.
y'all props on that.
It
That
was
was
just
really cool.
just spinning off from it. I was just like, let's not even put this in our magazine dreams review. Let's just go ahead and drop it now since everybody's
Yeah.
talking about it. So
Smart move. Let's go ahead and show love to people who constantly show us love because it is time for listener comments. Hey, if you want to join the conversation, hey, don't hesitate. Put it in the comment section below. We will read it on future episodes, man. We want to hear from you. We really do. Don't be scared now
Don't be
because
scared.
I see you scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. It's okay. You can use a fake name. 9 out of 10, I still know who you are, but I'm not going to put you on blast. I'm going to let your freedom of speech be free. So let's start with our one and only comment for this episode. Yeah, it kind of sounded like we had a bunch, but no, we
Right.
just had one. But it comes from just a devoted viewer, and that is Brit's favorite Middle Eastern correspondent. Joseph is back in the building.
Joseph.
Joseph has constantly apologized for topics that he gives to us that we use because Rhea, he's
Yeah.
like, please tell Rhea, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it so heavy. So, but this time Joseph decided to comment on episode 146 with our roundtable talk about the great, I was going to say late and great, um, late, nope, the great Felicia Rashad. She is not
She's not
gone.
late.
She is still here. As a matter of fact, she just directed her first Broadway play or something. Or she
Oh.
directed something. It was one of her first. I hope it all went well, and congratulations to a legend. Um, Joseph said, let's see, I want to make sure I have everything. See, I'm usually prepared, but I'm not. Okay, Joseph said women can own their sexuality without it being pathological or blamed on men. Accountability goes both ways. Neither gender monopolizes blame. That came from Joseph. And you know what? You're right, sir. It should not be all up on the woman, and it should not be on all up on the men. Everybody got to play the game. Everybody get blamed. Here you go, half and half. Enjoy it. It's like a Twix. You can have some blame, and you can have some blame.
Mhm.
That is a dumb analogy, but I don't care. So I don't care.
You can have some blame.
You can have some blame. But no, thank you, Joseph. We really appreciate it. Hey, if you haven't seen episode 146 that contained a really good roundtable discussion about women's fashion nowadays, this also stemmed from Rashad, excuse me, I keep calling her Shard, it's Shad. Felicia Rashad's interview with the Breakfast Club. Go ahead and check it out after this episode. Don't stop this one. Go ahead and go back after this one is over. So, and the Kanye clapback is on that one. Dear God, that one is crazy.
So
You will
It's
see
better with
Instagram-
it's better with the
Instagram kept it
music,
up?
ladies and gentlemen.
Huh?
Instagram kept it up.
Yeah, Instagram
Oh.
is, well, you see, Donald Trump, man. That's one good thing I give that orange orangutan. And that's about it. He ain't getting nothing.
Yeah,
else
he
from
don't
me.
give a shit about bullying.
Yeah, he don't
Yeah.
care. And especially black on black bullying, he
Right.
ain't worried about that. But
Yeah.
talk about him, and then he gonna want you to go to jail
Yeah.
and get your license taken. And then, oh, you work at the Black Smithsonian? Yeah, shut that down too. But that's a whole nother episode. We definitely got to talk about that because that is crazy. But we're gonna move on, y'all, because it is time for our random chats of blackness, aka This Week in Black. That is right. And you know what? We got to give some celebration.
Yes.
We got to give some celebration. We got to show some adulation. We got to give some appreciation because Mother of the Year has
Yes.
been deemed, has been given, has been awarded to Miss Tina Knowles, aka what's her good name? Celine?
Celestine.
Celestine.
Celestine and Beyonce. But
Beyonce.
but they spelled it wrong, so it came out Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Which is who she named Beyonce after.
And she kin to them Derwans. If you know the Derwans of Louisiana, that's her people.
Darion.
Derwan. There's Darion, there's Derwin. They're all the same, boo boo. This
Oh,
Louisiana
okay.
thing. Watch yourself.
Mm.
But don't ride Highway 90 talking. No, they're different people. You're gonna get your ass cane cut. But no, congratulations to her. She received Mother of the Year from was it Billboard?
Billboard
Yeah.
Music Awards.
Billboard
Chris Jenner
Music
is
Awards.
somewhere pissed off, punching the air
Punch
right
in the
now.
air.
I turned my daughters into the perfect horse, and you will not recognize me. I think
This
that's
is
what she was saying.
bullshit. This is bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Kim,
I got
find
my
another
kids
black man.
and my
to-
grandkids on these TVs, and y'all ain't gave me Mother of the goddamn Year.
She probably looking at Kim like, you go find another famous black man to destroy right now.
Yeah.
That part.
But we gonna leave it at that. But no, man, that's actually pretty cool because as Crystal from the Read had stated, how can we award Solange and Beyonce without awarding Solange and Beyonce? We got it. Give it to her mama. Give it to their mama, Miss Tina. And I just wanted to say a big
This is gonna be
congratulations to her, man.
controversial, but I think that the award should have gone, the inaugural award should have gone to Katherine Jackson. She is really the mother of the decade.
She is.
Of the
Oh, you mean Nia
millennial.
Long?
Yeah, knee long.
Did you see that picture?
Did you see?
Lord.
Did you see
She looks
Hallie? Hallie
Yep.
looks just
really
like
good.
Janet.
really.
Yeah, there's more pictures coming out.
Oh, I might have to go look.
Mm.
Halle Berry?
Halle Bailey looks just like a young Janet.
Wait. By young Janet, are we talking about Penny about to get beat with the Iron
No,
Janet?
we're talking
Or
about
Janet from
her
Fame.
Control.
her
Control, Janet?
No, not
Ooh.
Control Janet. Her first album and
Yeah.
Fame. And Fame.
And Fame, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
When she
so
had
cute.
short curly hair.
Yeah.
Right. When she was also on Different Strokes and was Willis's
Yes. When
girlfriend.
she was Charlene.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Man, I can't wait to see, man. Look,
It's gonna
shout out
be
to Antoine Fuqua.
good with a T at
But-
the end.
All right. Well, again, shout out to the mother of the year, Miss Tina Knowles.
Yes, I'm very happy that
So
she
well
won.
deserved. And she's
Very
got a
happy.
book coming out, or has it come out yet?
No, it's coming out.
Okay, because I know she's doing the book tour with Michelle
Michelle
Obama.
Obama. is
So
going
she's
to
doing big
introduce
things,
her.
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at
You
Brittany.
know, and
Brittany's
Tina-
such a hater.
Tina is such a quiet.
She doesn't.
She's not
she
in your
minds her
face. She
business.
minds her goddamn business.
She takes
Yep.
care
You
of
know,
her family.
Right.
She's on these events. She
Mhm.
you know, she's just a good person.
Yeah.
Look at Britt.
She
Britt
had
is-
no
Britt is-
crazy controversy.
Britt is a
She-
hater.
Right.
You know, she
Only
doesn't try to
controversy
upstage
she
her
had-
daughters.
The only controversy she had was when she married that good for nothing Richard Lawson, and he embarrassed her. Looking at
And at the time, we didn't know he
porn.
was good for nothing because we was like, oh my God, Richard
porn
Lawson.
stars talking to porn stars on Twitter. That's
Oh.
what got them divorced.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy.
Okay. Well, you
Yeah.
know what? He did two good things in the world. He really did.
Bianca
Damn right.
Yeah.
That's number one.
and Beauty in Black, because he overacted on that fucking show so
I wasn't
badly.
even going there. I was going in
But
Scream
it was
Blackula
so-
Scream.
It was so
But-
Oh
entertaining.
no.
Hey, you can have that. But no.
Bianca was really his only gift to us. Let's be real. Stop
Yeah.
it.
Thank
And
you.
I
she
was
kicked
like, isn't he an actor? Why is he acting
Yeah.
like this on this Tyler Perry? Did Tyler Perry direct him to act like that? Like, why is he acting so
Ain't
extra?
no telling the way
First of
things are
all,
going.
Any Tyler Perry movie, you must be extra.
Yes.
No,
Not
not
be a Tyler Perry
necessarily.
movie.
But no, this was a TV show, and everybody
Oh,
was
okay.
acting regular, and he was just
Yeah.
over the top. I don't know why. It was like it was his first job or something.
He was like, let me show them little young nigger snappers how to act.
For real.
Because I am an actor, an artiste.
And the guy who played his brother was smoother than the cooler side of the pillow. He was so cool.
Okay. All right.
You know who
well,
the smoothest black man is that I remember growing up all the time? Everybody said it.
Billy D.
Yes.
Mm.
Every
okay.
Billy D.
goddamn
was-
time.
Billy
I,
D.
I
Williams.
recently saw
Yeah.
the episode when he was on the Jeffersons, and
Mm-hmm.
Florence didn't think he was the real Billy D because she heard
Yeah.
him talking about a double, and
Yeah.
and then he kissed her. I remember that as a little kid, like, oh my god, he kissed Florence. Like that was so cool.
Florence didn't never think nobody was nobody because she did the same shit with, I think, a Gladys Knight episode. She
Yep.
didn't think it was really Gladys, and then there was somebody else she didn't really think it was. I'm like, bitch, you always thought it was somebody goddamn else.
Right?
Get
If
your
it's
mind
one
together,
note-
Florence.
It was never
Nah,
the
bitch.
best year
If you have
when-
if you have ever seen Billy D and Lady Sings the Blues, nigga, that is some instant panty dropper Billy D.
Yes.
Now, you
I'm
see-
just saying.
It was Lando Calrissian. For me,
Oh,
that
no.
yes, all day,
I like
every
Lando, but I
day.
no. It was, why did she just have that shit ready? Like it just be there.
Some dick. You see, now y'all say that. There
But
are
she
other
knew
wo-
it was. But she knew what the reference was, though.
I did.
Yeah.
See,
I did.
Well, the funny thing is that you say Lady Sings the Blues, you say Star Wars, other people
Mahogany.
will say Mahogany, and it's the
Oh,
line
I
where he says,
Mahogany.
love Mahogany.
what was it when
Mahogany
he
was
had
the
his
other
hand out and he's like, "Were you waiting for it to fall off?" And it was like, "All right, that is one."
that was Lady Sings the Blues.
Sings the Blues. Okay,
Yeah,
my bad.
because she was supposed to
Yeah.
take the money, and she was supposed to take the money between her legs,
Okay,
and she didn't want to do it, and he held the money up for her to take in her hand.
okay,
Whew.
my bad. So
Another hot flash. Like
You
wipe
know.
my boobs. Jesus.
Are we okay that he identifies as queer now?
He does?
Nigga, what?
Yes.
Now he
Yes.
know. Wait, I know he spoke about queer characteristics of Lando and
Wait,
Han.
what?
I didn't know he
He
came and
identifies.
said he's queer.
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean
Nigga,
he's
what?
in the bathhouse. Well, let me not say that.
Billy D. Williams identifies.
But y'all, we gotta go from Mother of the Year to
Oh,
Scammer of the
please.
Lord. All right, all right.
That
No,
motherfucker
he
lost
says
people.
he said it was misinterpreted. He said, however, days later, the Star Wars actor clarified that his statements were misinterpreted and clarifying that he identifies as a straight man in a following interview with The Undefeated. Williams revealed that until the story went viral, he had never heard the term gender fluid and didn't know what it meant. Why are you here spreading rumors, Rhea?
Yeah, he's as straight as my daddy's straight. He's as straight as my daddy. That's all I have to
Well,
say.
but again, I remember he did an interview about the character Lando, and a lot of people were trying to say, well, Lando and Han might have had a more than friends relationship, because
Hey.
lately a lot of people have to kind of make fan fiction.
I was gonna say, why are they
And-
using fictional characters for their own fantasies?
Because sometimes
people ain't got
authors,
lives.
well,
Yeah.
there's also authors write characters in a specific way to lean that way, whether
Yeah.
it's explicit or implicit. So you can't act like there's no gay characters in every character unless it's explicitly said is gay. It's
Yeah.
a myriad of people, and it's a reflection of where that author is
think-
in their life.
I think
Dumbledore
Smithers
was
is
supposed to
gay.
be. Dumbledore was
Gay,
written
yeah.
as gay.
Smithers.
gay.
Smithers is gay.
Okay, well, Smithers is whole ass fucking gay.
But
Yeah.
then
Smithers,
again, maybe next time
No.
on Talking Ish, we'll talk about gay characters. But we got to move on because we got to
y'all
go
did
from.
a whole hour on car purchasing.
I need you to. You know what?
Give it to her. There you go. There you go.
Eat your donut and shush. What
sure.
we got to move on though, friend, because we were talking about the Mother of the Year, and now we got to move on and talk about a scammer in Christ because
Okay.
woo, Miss never would have made it. Told his parishioners,
That nigga, you never would have made. Yeah, it's some things you never would have made. Fucking around talking about close the doors, bitch.
the doors of the church are not locked, and we ain't leaving until the Lord get $40,000.
Then we ain't leaving.
Marvin Sapp, a viral video hit earlier this week, showing him telling his parishioners that they will not be able to leave this church until the donations added up to $40,000, 40K, or
He said he
40,000.
needed 1,000 people to give $20 each. And
Yes.
he said he wanted 1,000 from the parishioners in person and 1,000 from the people watching online.
So
Okay.
my boy said, y'all gonna pay because y'all gonna pay what y'all owe because God is trying to tell you something.
God
Okay.
is trying to tell you.
And
God
the,
is trying to tell you. You know what he's trying to tell me? To get the fuck out your church.
Right.
Yeah.
And never come back.
Wait, listen closely. You can hear him. Get the fuck out of this church. Yeah, I heard him.
I'd rather go to Jamal Bryant's church anyway.
I heard him.
Because he'd be preaching
Yeah, well-
on today.
You know
yeah,
what church I want to go
because this
to?
is crazy.
Creflo Dollars. I want to just
Okay.
Why?
one day.
You want to go to the
You wanna-
crackhead's church?
You want
Because
to
he's an
participate-
institution.
you want to
stop.
participate in his private
Crackhead
jet?
activities? Yeah,
It's an institution. I grew up watching him on TV. I just one time.
that explains a lot.
Well, let's just make this real quick. The video came out in 2024, right? So this happened last year,
Oh, I
where
thought it was
he,
him.
yeah, it was an old video of where he asked folks
So-
to.
So somebody said it
Um,
wasn't even at church service. Like it was supposed to be something other than a regular church service. It was like
Yeah.
they had done like a I don't even know what you want to call it. Like not a concert. I
Revival?
don't even know. Yeah, like a revival type thing
Revival.
or something.
Okay.
And now I don't know how true that is, but I was told because I called somebody that I know is a preacher and was
Mhm.
like, "Hey, what you think about that?" And he's like, oh, that's just black church. I said, oh, so you are okay with that bullshit? And he was like, no, it's just the way that it is at black church when asking for tithes. He's like, he didn't lock them in. It's just he knows when the church start asking for money, people get up and that's when they decide to leave. So he was just like, haha, lock the doors. But he's like, he wasn't holding them captive. And I said, but just the optics of it is weird as shit. Like I'm going
Right.
to I said, and it's not like you're asking for regular tithes, you're asking for $40,000 from people in this day and age, in this economy. I didn't know it was an older video, but yet still it was the same goddamn economy. You can't tell me how much you think I should give out of the goodness of my own pocketbook.
Right.
So I have a question. Is anybody else surprised that Helene knows a preacher?
Nigga, and he's a dirty dick nigga too. So don't think it ain't. Nigga. Oh, he's a preacher, but
But
Preachers
They
are sinners
are,
too.
that part.
for sure.
Thank
But
you.
Some of the biggest ones I know, actually.
So
Yeah.
he
Thank
did
you.
that shit a year ago.
Right.
Nobody said anything, and then the video
then it-
just popped back up today. So he probably did that a few times.
Yeah.
Right.
9 out of 10. Yeah. If it's common, it's common. But again, let's be honest here. How many times are you put money into the church building fund and you ain't seen a new brick yet?
Right.
Thank you.
You know.
And that
So-
and that
You know
was
what?
my argument to the guy that I know. I said, if I know where this 40,000 is going, then I will not have an issue with it. But I have been privy to churches where I am giving. My mother is giving, and we're seeing no turnaround. We're seeing
Right.
nothing that is coming of said church. The church that I go to here on occasion that I like, that my stepmom is a member of, I have seen the community works that they do. They have a whole school that they built. They have an exquisite school that they built. They do education for the entire community, whether you go to their church or not. They have free Sunday school for anybody, whether you're a member. They have free vacation Bible school for anybody that lasts 2 weeks. They have Christmas in July where the tickets are dirt cheap and it's people like Tamala Mann coming and it's real
Nice.
live artists. I'm like, so I can see the community involvement and I know where my tithes
Mhm.
is going. But then
Right.
there's the other side of that.
Yeah.
Joel Osteen, what's going on in this goddamn church?
Don't he got a
Nothing,
plane?
Joel.
You know
Right
what? You
now-
can ask my aunt that.
Right,
You
why
can
does
ask
he
my
have a
aunt
plane
because she
there?
goes to Joel Osteen's church. My aunt goes to Joel Osteen's church. My
In
cousin
a
goes to
whole
Joel Osteen's church.
stadium. He is in a
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
stadium
And
Yeah.
you know what? Josh
with
Johnson said
ATMs.
it. Josh Johnson said it best. He said if every church in the United States did what it was made to do, what churches are supposed to do, we wouldn't have a problem with the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
If Joel
Very true.
Osteen's church, just his church alone, decided to take all that money and tackle houselessness,
And
y'all
he's
would be
not.
golden.
And he's not.
Joel
Right.
wouldn't even open his doors for the
The
hurricane.
Right.
hurricanes
I
and
remember
the
that.
floods.
Yeah.
And
He
then
refused
lied.
to open his doors for those storms until he started to get a barrage of backlash. And then only after who we cut
The
the guy
furniture
here
guy.
called Mattress Mac, yeah,
That furniture
opened
guy.
his stores and was like, y'all can sleep all over this goddamn store. I don't give a shit about any of this inventory. He opened the doors and let people sleep and then gave the people the couches they were sleeping on and the sofas they were sleeping on and the beds they were sleeping on for
Mhm.
next to nothing. It was only then that Joel Osteen was like, well, I mean, I guess we can open like half of the church and then
But he
he
lied,
was
didn't he?
nowhere to be found. Yeah. Oh, he
He
lied through
lied
his
about why
goddamn
he
teeth.
couldn't do it. Mm-mm.
Lied through his fucking teeth. And I'm like, if you are that kind of, and I don't know Marvin Sapp like that. The only thing I know of Marvin Sapp is a gospel artist. I didn't even know
Yeah.
this motherfucker was any kind of
Wait,
preacher.
hold
I
on.
thought he
did
was a
any of
football
that.
player. Isn't there a
That's
football
what I
player?
thought too.
That's
Wait,
That's
which
Warren
Sapp?
Sapp.
That's
Warren
Warren
Sapp.
all blacks aren't the same, Raya. All blacks aren't
Last
the same.
name.
The
Are
people
they
of
cousins?
Tampa, Florida are going to come after you. Huh?
Nigga.
Are they
They
cousins?
may be related. I don't know. I've never
Oh.
met the man. I just
They're-
know the
they
Never
are
Would Have Made It
related.
song.
This nigga
They
thought
are
Marvin
related.
Sapp
They're about
was
as
Warren
related as
Sapp.
you and
Oh,
Kamala
Lord.
Harris are. You and Kamala and Warren and Marvin are related the same amount.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, and she's being sarcastic. But we gotta move. But again, it's a wild story. He came out, he finally spoke up and he said, it's
No.
real funny how a certain
No,
clip can
Lisa.
be taken out of context. But again, he has a point because the whole video really is he's like, no, we're not leaving. because all you're gonna do is go to the restaurant and go buy, do this. So why not put it towards,
He's not wrong.
But
something better? But
didn't he say in that clip that he didn't want the staff to give any money? He only wanted the parishioners. Because like the preacher, there were other like associate preachers, whatever the hell you call them, and was like, oh, we can give. He's like, no, I want their money, not yours.
No, and that's it, and that's the part I miss.
Like what? Okay, I didn't know you were taking orders.
Well, no, but the thing is that if we are a community under Christ, then everybody should give.
That part.
Even you too, Marvin. Even you too should put something in the pot, because that shows that, hey, this is bigger than me. It is not about lining pockets. It is actually building the church community and actually doing right with the wealth and the riches that I obtain. Because let's keep in mind here, Marvin Sapp wasn't born rich. His fan base made him rich through his music. So give some back, bro. If you're looking for me to give not only $20 plus the 10% I'm supposed to give in tithes, what are you giving? What are you giving? What are you giving to the community? And I'm not talking about the hood or nothing about that. I'm talking about the church community. How much have you put in the building fund?
Thank you.
How much have you put into the food, the food pantry? What are you doing? You looking in my pockets, but if I say, let me take a look at yours, oh no. It's about you.
Do you know
you want to be saved?
Some churches require the parishioners to give their tax returns so they can track how much money they're making, so they can see if they're actually giving the tithes.
That is asinine. Anybody that would hand over their tax returns to a fucking church who does not pay any taxes can lick my asshole.
That's the sheep.
Because you're a fucking idiot.
I got help from my church, a church I used to go to that I still really love, years and years and years ago. And they told me, and I was a parishioner, that they will help me this one time, but they don't normally help parishioners.
Which is weird.
Right. Like, how are you... Isn't that what the
fuck kind of church you go to, bitch?
Right. They were like, that money is for putting back into the foundation. It's for putting back into, paying people. It's for basically.
And that would have been the last day that they saw my black ass.
Churches should never be a business.
At all.
And it's a business. It was absolutely a business.
And if it is a business, you need to pay taxes on that motherfucker like a business.
And that's why I watch the Righteous Gemstones, because they got.
I love the Righteous Gemstones.
Nigga, I just started seeing those clips on TikTok, and I'm about to start watching that shit because that shit looks
the first season
hilarious.
Is hysterical.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Like I saw some scene where they were all sitting at some table arguing back and forth about who and how they got married with each other. Like, oh, you eloped somebody. Oh, but I had this kind of wedding, and I'm like, nigga, is this how this show goes?
Yes.
I was like, oh no.
It's Danny McBride. You got to ride how they ride.
The first episode was fucking epic. There's certain shows where the first episode, it sets the foundation and you can never argue about it. It never ever ages poorly. That first episode tells you everything you need to know about every single character. That first episode is so fucking good.
Yeah.
My favorite character is Baby Billy. Or
Baby Billy's bunkers.
I love that actor.
Oh, Walter Goggins, creator of Walter Goggins goggle glasses.
Dude,
Walter Goggins is a treasure.
Yeah, he is.
That dude is a treasure, and plus he has hysterectomy teeth.
He's on.
But we gotta
Fallout.
He sure does.
Yep. But we got to move on, y'all.
He's on White Lotus, and he's got some nerve to talk about anything.
He's on White Lotus
because his girlfriend on the show, she is known for her teeth.
The new season?
Them bunny teeth?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen the new season yet.
You want to see Walter Goggins in like peak teeth? Watch Major League 3, Back to the Minors. That dude teeth is huge. They are
he's got
massive.
Oh, Denzel Washington teeth, you mean? Back when Denzel had the new bridge in?
Yeah, no. That made Denzel look like he had baby teeth. These are full-grown teeth.
You froze like that.
That's the beauty of it. And look, I'm gonna say it like this: if you were a kid of the '80s, and I mean '80s, from '80 to '85, '86, and you used to watch PBS like me, there was this show called The Letter People,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a character called Mr. T, and it wasn't I Pity the Fool. It was just this weird looking character, and he was called Mr. T because of his tall teeth. And the T was right on those big chompers. That's what Walter Goggins' teeth look like. Go Google it. Tell me I'm wrong, and I'll let you know that you are a loser in life. But we got to move on.
Oh, goddamn.
Not a loser in life. Okay.
But no,
Wow.
I'm teasing. You could say I'm wrong, but I'm
He
still
ain't
right.
teasing. He dead ass serious.
But yo, we
He
got
is.
to talk about this because Helene wanted this as a topic, and I think it's actually a really good topic to talk about. We are still in the relationship mode, you know. What did we talk about? Last week it was about the clothes, and then we talked about relationships the week before. But let's talk about divorce, because the last time we talked about relationships, it was about adding friends to your or family members into your marriage or your
I don't
relationship
know
circle.
nothing about divorces.
No, you don't.
I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. That's what that shit sounds like.
All right, Butterfly McQueen, I got you. But recently, divorce has become a mainstay topic on the social medias because of
For a
the
bunch of single people that ain't never been married, they're so worried about divorces.
yeah, they ain't even worried about how you get to the divorce. They just like, nah, divorce is bad. But Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert
great.
recently just had their Hollywood divorce, and I will say it was a doozy. Once we got on the settlement of what came from that divorce, Tiana Taylor got half, split right down the middle.
Half a D. I want half a D.
I want to talk to you. But
Foo-foo.
Umfufu. Oh, and you know what? Eddie Wright you gotta hide her from them American women. But there was a lot of heated comments, as usual, coming from a certain group of people, as usual, not towards the guy, but
Nigga.
got some. The guy got some because they called him a simp. They said he got suckered. But the things they said about
Niggas was
Tiana
he
Taylor,
emotional.
but heated as if they got divorced from Tiana Taylor and they
You hear
had to
me?
pay it.
Like they got more than $232 in their goddamn bank accounts.
I can't lie, I got $249 because I just paid a $200 bill. So,
See?
but
You got
here's
more
my
than
question
me.
though, y'all. Here's my question. This half thing, I kind of have I have a little problem with it.
Why?
Oh,
Ray
Ray put a
there
little
we-
bass in that. Wow.
there we go. There we
Her
go.
level 10 just
Now-
got activated.
Without, and I'm not using Tiana, or well, let's say I'm not using Tiana because if you came into a relationship and you already had something, and
Yeah.
they come into a relationship and they already had something, and you build more to it, then I believe half of that should be half. The
Mhm.
addition should be half.
The community
Between
property.
the community stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm not a fan of is somebody who ain't brought shit, ain't
Trying
did
to
shit,
take shit?
and then want to take shit
Right.
when shit go left. And there are a few men and women, because there are some men. Look at whatchamacallit with Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige, Sherry
Spears.
Shepherd's husband,
Yep.
Kelly Clarkson's husband, Halle Berry's husband.
They don't bring nothing to the
which
table.
one?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
Oh, Britney Spears.
That is the king. King
Yeah.
Kev.
Ken
Kev.
Federline.
Yeah,
Ken
but
Federline with his
His shit is
72
drying up
kids.
because those kids are going to be 21 soon.
Right. And then it all goes to the kids. So that's good. But I was never a fan of that, especially if you married into wealth.
Yeah.
You brought nothing to the table. And it's no disrespect, male or female. I know what you're gonna say. I know where you going.
What do you
I know where
What do you
going.
think I'm going to say?
Me and Ray
Girl,
are not going to agree. I'm just going to let you know that right now.
Miss,
At all.
I suck your thing. I cook.
No.
I did this. Okay,
No.
well, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry. You
not
got a
what I
new
was
wig.
gonna say.
New wig, new attitude. I get you.
Oh.
But no, but Rhea, what I'm saying is, if you don't bring nothing to the table, why do you deserve half?
Can I say what they're bringing to the table?
Please.
There you go.
Of course.
Kids.
I said
I
you
had
didn't
your
bring
kids.
anything. You didn't bring anything.
I'm
I
talking
didn't
about
say kids
if
were
the woman-
involved.
I'm
But,
saying
everybody
if the
that
woman
brought
had
some-
kids. She should
Everybody
get
that we
half.
named had kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody that we named had kids, though.
But
Like,
I'm
if
not
you're
talking-
literally,
Right now.
if you're literally without children and you have an abundance of something and you marry the McDonald's fry girl, that's your own fault for not getting a prenup.
You
I'm
have
sorry.
to get a prenup.
And that goes both ways. Sherry Shepherd was a fucking fool
Yeah.
for not getting a prenup for that man. And then when he sued her for child support for a kid that wasn't even
She didn't
fucking
want-
hers that she had to
She
pay,
didn't want that kid.
that was completely her goddamn
Yeah.
She
fault.
only
You should
cares about Jeffrey.
prenuptials are there for a
You
fucking
notice
reason, and
she
you can
only-
definitely get an ironclad one.
She will
I'm
only
sorry.
talk about her son that she had at her body. She will not.
She
talk about
does. She
that
does.
other kid.
Because the other kid is nothing of her. It's not her
she didn't-
DNA.
she
It's not
didn't
her
want it.
egg. It
She
was
did
nothing.
not
It was
want it.
nothing of her, and she did not want it.
Okay.
And he literally had that kid out of spite.
Yeah.
But
All right.
anybody, man or woman, if you go and you find the lowest common denominator, like Tiger Woods found a bitch that was a nanny and had to give her half because she popped out a bunch of his goddamn children.
Right.
Like you literally went and found somebody that was not on your level financially or anything else, and you brought them to this level that they then became accustomed to. That's your own goddamn fault. You have lawyers, you have enough money to where you could get an ironclad prenup or have lawyers in place or whatever the case may be. That is your own fucking fault.
Those prenups, because I used to work at a law firm who did prenups. Those prenups are half of what he thinks is proper, and it's
Correct.
also have to be equitable in half of what she thinks is proper. That's why if you have a baby or if there's infidelity, you get money. If there's any kind of impropriety, you get money. If there's any type of business that starts after you get married, you get money. So because the woman is supporting of the male we're saying if the male has the money, the woman is supporting the male in all types of intangible ways. She's entitled to some money.
Right.
That's what the
Now-
prenup does.
And when you bring in children, of course, you got to take care of those kids.
But in
agree
Tiana
100%.
Taylor, but in Tiana Taylor's instance, Tiana was working. Tiana was
Right.
actively working. So
That's
for
what I
her, for
said.
people to be like, "Oh well, she got half," nigga, she built half.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
hers. This
Now-
woman had an album. This bitch got some shoes that I still want to this day that I can't fucking get. Like she
Right.
had albums and shoes and clothes and appearances and all of this shit was going on after
Right.
he even
Acting.
retired from the NBA. So
And
it's
he-
like she wasn't a nobody that was like, "Oh, I get half because
No.
I sat around and had your big head ass babies." No, bitch, I was
No.
working too.
Not at all, because everything she had, she brought in. But the
Correct.
thing was that a lot of the things that he brought in, because he was still the breadwinner out of the two, because of the retirement funds and his investments. His stuff was coming in more than hers. It's in that's all. It's in the public record and all of that. That's when people start saying, "Oh, you a simp, you got suckered. Tiana played you," and things like that. You bring in all this, you making all of this, and she gets to take half of it. Well, that's the agreement, and they had an agreement that they spoke about in interviews where they split everything
Mm-hmm.
between them, from bills to vacations to just straight up luxury.
Why is everyone disappearing?
I don't know. They probably going to try to find a rich man to marry so they can get half. But Britt, go ahead.
And I'm not saying this like this is any kind of flex, because I don't think it's a flex, but as someone who is now, divorced, went into a marriage where somebody had something, not massive amounts of money, but had something, owned a condo for like the value $700,000. His name is solely on his parents' house, and his parents' house is worth $3 million, paid off completely, and other stocks and bonds. I can say for a fact that there are situations when your ass wants to get out, you want to get out. Like, I didn't want to have to deal with the dissolution of property. I had no interest in half of anything he owned, not a fucking thing, because that would have tied us together longer. We would have had to go through court. We would have had to have conversations. And for me, my peace of fucking mind was
But
worth
would you
way
have even been
more.
owed any of that? It was all before you came
In
along.
California, it doesn't matter. In California,
Yeah, it's
if
common.
you get
It's common law.
common law, it's common law. If you have no prenup, all assets must be divided down the middle. I could have taken him to court, forced him to sell his condo, forced him to sell his parents' home that they live in. His dad not alive anymore, simply because his parents put it in his name. That's the shitty thing about California. Without a prenup, you will be forced to sell all your assets and liquidate them if you cannot prove that the person who you're getting divorced from, it was abuse or whatever it may be. But I don't believe in that. None of that shit was mine. I didn't put in the work that he put in to get his condo. I didn't put in the savings that he put in to get his condo. I came in afterwards. I don't want his shit. That's his parents' shit. As much as I love money and I love fucking dudes over, and as much as I love, I'll drag you to hell and I'll ruin your whole fucking life and your mama's, I don't want money. That is the last thing I fucking want, because that comes with strings, and you want to piss a man off, fuck with a man's money like that. Ruin his life financially, he will never leave you the fuck alone. So for me, give me my dogs.
That's why women get murdered.
Give me that car. Yeah, I know you bought that. Your daddy bought you that car outright, but you got 3 cars. You give me that fucking car. I drive that car every goddamn day. Give me my furniture, and I will sign on the goddamn dotted line. $1,500 later, no, $1,200 later, we got divorced in less than 6 months.
But my thing is, like, not you, but just in general, why aren't people having these conversations before they get married? Like, people always like, oh, that's just depressing. Why do we want to think about breaking up? But I'm sorry, but marriage is a business deal at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Marriage is a business deal. As much people want to believe, like, oh, we're just in love. This is not fairy tale land. Marriage is a business deal. Because guess what? If it wasn't, I wouldn't have to go down to the goddamn courthouse and get a fucking license and sign my name and do all this other shit and have to go through courts. No, I'm not. That's why I said I'm not talking about you. I'm just meaning in general. Like, I am married and still not divorced because he refuses to pay, and I'm not doing it out of principle because I am a spiteful petty bitch, and I don't give a shit if it is. I don't give a shit if that
all
shit is
day, every day.
If a fucking lawyer could walk in here tomorrow and be like, I'll have a dissolution of marriage for $100. I'm not doing it, bitch. I pay for everything. You can pay for that fucking divorce. You or your girlfriend. I'm not doing it because it don't bother me none. It annoys the shit out of his girlfriend, but that's just a cherry on the icing at this point. That's just a little cherry on top that it annoys the shit out of her.
If he gave enough of a fuck, he paid for that divorce. He doesn't give a fuck that it annoys her. Because you know why? One of the biggest reasons my ex pushed that divorce through, and he won't admit it, his girlfriend wanted him to push that divorce through. Okay, good for you. You can have that whole ass Mucinex man all to yourself. You are absolutely correct.
I still have a insurance policy on my ex-husband, a couple. So by all means, when he drops dead, can you find what is the cheapest option? Cremation in a box. Thank you.
His mom asked us the day after our wedding. We were driving together in the car. Day after our wedding, we're driving home. We're on speaker. She knows we're on speaker, and she said, "So did she sign the prenup?" And he said, "Mom," she said, "don't you marry her until she signs the prenup." And he goes, "Mom, you're at the wedding. We got married. We're married.
Wow.
Everything's signed." And she said, "You're going to regret it." He didn't regret it because fuck him. He ain't worth it. You can have that little sad ass man and his little bitty money. Fuck him.
Well, Rhea, what do you have to say?
My mom stayed married to her husband so she could get the benefits. They were long since departed. Like they were not together.
The departed.
Yeah, they were the departed. But she stayed. Because I was like, "Why don't you get a divorce?" And she was like, "Why would I do that? That I get nothing when he dies." And she got everything when he died.
Okay.
Mine ain't got nothing to give, but
you get Social Security benefits.
But that's like spousal support.
That ain't gonna be that.
I know women.
Trump getting rid of that.
Yeah.
The way it's looking.
I know women who won't marry their boyfriends because if you get married, your spousal support will end. So they will stay in whole ass relationships. And the ex is furious. fucking
no.
furious.
Well,
My
and
ex was
okay.
actually gonna pay for my divorce. He was like,
Mhm.
I don't like it. Like
Yeah.
we had gone to a lawyer, the whole nine. He was like, how much is it gonna cost her? Okay, well you got to do this, you got to do this. Da, 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 we got it. And he was like ready to just like get it over and done with. And I'm like, okay, if you want, I'm not paying for it. I don't give a fuck who pays for it, but
Right.
I'm not paying for it.
Thank you.
Well,
Not a
and you
dime.
see,
No, thank you.
one of the Jazz, you got anything to join?
No,
Why are
is
you
this.
here?
Oh, I'm too young to be married. Oh my god, I'm so little.
I don't know.
She's a supple 29. She doesn't know
I
anything
know. She's
about this
right.
life.
29.
But I'm learning a lot.
Oh,
Just a little baby.
I'm
Just
Okay,
a little
so-
innocent baby.
So one of the things that caught me, I went back into the archives of famous divorces, and one divorce caught me while I was trying to get this together.
Elizabeth
Was
Taylor.
no,
Michael
no, no,
Jordan?
no.
Her six
Nope.
divorces.
There was a
Johnny
comedy.
Carson.
There it is. There was
Johnny
a comedy
Carson.
skit that Eddie Murphy did in Raw, but I went back and looked at that divorce, and that was a crazy divorce.
It
right?
was.
So Johnny's, I think it was his last wife or his third wife. I don't remember which wife, but
Because it was
a
he had a
wife-
few.
He had a few, but this was the wife that brought nothing at all.
Not a thing.
They didn't have children together. Nothing, nada. She just came through. She was good looking. He got her. Boom.
Yep.
And it was the whole joke of yeah, like she would go to work and she might be working here and she's like, well, Johnny, I know you got $350 million. Well, I just put in $250. So now we have $350 million, $200. So
Right.
it was one of those things that when he went to divorce her, oh, she took him to the cleaners, right?
She
It
did because they
was-
got married. It was in California. She was
Common
wife
law.
number however many,
Yep.
and she knew enough to be like, "Oh, I'm going to get what I deserve." And like, nigga, first of all, she was considerably younger than Johnny Carson.
Wha-
So like, stop thinking that you men need to stop. Hey, hello, hey, y'all need to stop thinking these bitches really like y'all because they
Thank
fucking
you.
don't.
They
Stop
what
going out
makes you
here
think they like
fucking with
you?
20-something-year-olds
Right.
thinking, oh, she really likes me. She's on my emotional intelligent level. She's not. You have
No.
money and she wants it. She don't want your little sad AARP dick. She don't want your gray balls. She don't want none of that shit. She wants your pockets.
Can I
Sir.
say, as an older woman, I want the same thing too.
Here's the thing, though. But think about it. But don't you think she deserves it if she's willing to suck
Yeah.
your wrinkled sad dick? If she's willing
Absolutely,
to
she deserves
No.
it.
juggle your sad
does.
hang low balls
No, she does not.
that hit
She
water in the
does.
toilet when
No,
you
no, no, no,
sit
no.
down to take a shit.
No, no, no.
No.
No, no, no,
If
no.
she's willing
Wait,
to
let's-
fuck you for
Lord.
that,
Stop it.
she deserves
Why are
it.
you
Then-
trying to say why are you trying to say Johnny's balls was hanging in the toilet? Oh,
Yeah, you holding? Did you cup him? Did you say, wow, this is what $350
But-
million balls feel
right?
like?
In exchange,
No.
in exchange,
I thought they were golden too. They were platinum.
in exchange, he
Okay,
got
Red, say your piece.
he
Go
got
ahead,
a
I'm sorry.
beautiful woman to parade around as his trophy
Thank you.
wife.
Okay.
So does not she
That's-
earn?
that's a-
Isn't she
That's
not
a
earned?
dumbass exchange,
Yes.
stupid.
So,
That's on
Number
him.
one, No, it
That
is
is
on
on
him.
him.
But
It is
here's
on
the
him.
thing, though, Rhea. Not only, yeah, okay, I got a trophy wife. Hooray. Bitch, you was at Blue Bayou on Sunday, and I got you in the Cayman Islands
Yeah.
on Monday.
And so
No, no, no.
she's accustomed
That's
to
the
it
exchange.
now.
No. That's the exchange. We're done.
No.
No,
Once-
then
no, no.
don't pick her.
Okay, wait,
You get her
stop.
accustomed to a
Hold on.
lifestyle
Women
that
of
she
substance.
wasn't
Where
accustomed
is
to
my
before.
button? Where
Helene.
are you?
Helene. Men so easy. Men so easy.
That part.
Number
That
one,
part.
I hate that because that's dumb. You don't bring nothing to the party then. Because
It
here's the
doesn't
thing.
matter.
Wait.
A marriage is an equal contract.
What I'm saying is, quite frankly, and I'm going to say this, and I may lose track here. It is not, oh, I'm accustomed to. No. You accustomed to wherever you put yourself in. You was accustomed
But-
at Blue Bayou, and now you start talking about, oh, well, I'm accustomed to the Cayman Islands. You just went there one time. You ain't never been
Under
there
the
before
law.
since.
How about all the married people speak up, since they're the ones who've been in the
Oh
situation?
yeah, let's be quiet because old married Margaret right here knows everything. Please break it down. So let's say it was you, Britt. would you? Let's say the roles were reversed. You were the $350 million woman, and the Mucinex man came in.
Wait,
okay,
hold on.
go ahead.
I see both sides. I absolutely agree with prenuptial agreements. I absolutely do. I get why people get pissed off about them, but in the end, you're going to be real pissed when you get divorced and you never, did a prenup. I think everybody, if you got any kind of money, or if you're building a business, or you think there's going to be fucking potential for you to build something that this person has no part of, fucking protect your paper, boo-boo. But if you don't, if you choose not to, don't blame the other person for what they got out of you. You didn't have.
You can definitely blame the other person, because if you know you didn't do shit, let's be real. You know you didn't do shit. Like Johnny Carson's wife was married to him for 12 years and didn't do a fucking thing, and this bitch walked off with $20 million, which in today's time would be $48 million in today's money.
There's lack of. Nowadays, we know enough about fucking prenup.
Don't get me wrong, Johnny was a fucking idiot because he was on like marriage number. She was marriage number like 3 or fucking 4.
Exactly. Right. But it's personal responsibility in that aspect. If someone looks at you and says, I'm not signing that piece of paper, and you know that if they don't sign that piece of paper and shit goes south, you're going to be out half of everything you built, and you still say, I'll marry you anyway because I trust you.
Nah, you dumb.
But again,
that's like getting into a car, knowing you're going to go 120 miles an hour on the freeway and saying, I don't need a seatbelt.
No one is going to sign a prenup unless it also benefits them. It's not like you see in Hollywood. It's an equitable exchange, and it has to also benefit you. So there's clauses.
Then ban marriage. Don't even call it a marriage. Just call it was a business deal that went south.
Motherfuckers need to stop being stupid and marry motherfuckers that ain't on their goddamn level.
Do you know how thick a prenuptial agreement is? You have to give 5 years worth of tax returns. You have to submit all of your assets, all of your properties. I would come in like this. This is all I got, bitch. Can you add this to the 5 years? But it has to be. That's all I got. But if they have a decent lawyer, they're the person who's getting married to the person who's wealthy has to have a decent lawyer so they can investigate to make sure all of the properties and assets are accounted for.
Oh yeah, they have to do document. What do you call that shit?
Was it an assessment?
No, what is it? What is it? It's like a deep dive into their shit. What do they call it? Like an audit. Forensic accounting.
Forensic accounting. But here's the thing: in the end, no one actually has to marry anybody.
No,
so if that marriage does not benefit you or serve you in the way you want, but you still decide to go forward in it, and you're not being coerced or forced in any way, you're the idiot if it doesn't turn out the way you want. You don't have to marry this motherfucker. That idiot didn't have to marry me without me signing a prenup. I knew he wasn't going to get shit from me. Half of what? What do I have? Nothing. Everything I'm taking, I got because I planned
that nigga that motherfucker wouldn't even get half of that pussy. So he knew he wasn't going to get none of the bread.
The moral of
the
story is date in your tax bracket.
I wanted to marry somebody. I wanted to marry somebody. I wanted a car on my own. I wanted certain things in my life, and I wanted to get to a
poor people need to marry poor people. Middle class people need to marry middle class people.
But no, I gained.
People need to marry rich people.
I gained all the things I wanted out of that marriage.
Rhea mad. She's like, wait a goddamn minute now.
Rhea looking at us. Rhea like, y'all not allies. Y'all not allies.
She's like, I don't want no motherfucker in my tax bracket. The fuck?
I don't.
But my economic prospects improved.
Okay,
my economics improved. My
lifestyle
improved.
For you?
Well, I'm not dating
It's better than it was.
No. Britt, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I was going at Rhea because Rhea's like, I don't date brokers, and I say, how's that been working
I
for
pay
you?
no attention to that because you know what? She says she don't date broke motherfuckers, and broke motherfuckers say they don't date poor bitches. So,
which is lies. That's lies. And here's the thing.
They say it all the time.
Because it's something that makes them feel better for the poor decisions they've made. But I will say this. There was one rich, wealthy man that got away from a trifling ass relationship and didn't have to give not one dime. And I celebrate this man. And that man is Orion Juice Jones. And he told him, you without me is like cornflake without the milk.
You just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
And what did he tell her? You can leave. The fur coats, all the fancy, the names you can't pronounce stays here. And
Not the
you can
name you
leave.
can't pronounce.
Orange Juice Jones. I saw you and
him
walking in the rain.
rain.
And what did he tell her? What did he tell her? You can literally walk out with the trash bag you came in with and them hush
That
puppies
part.
on your feet. And,
Not the hush
and guess
puppies.
what?
Not the hush puppies.
That man ain't never they didn't have to give half. And I say to every rich person, male or female, y'all need to
Half,
patent
Eddie.
yourself. Patent yourself
Or
to Orange Juice Jones.
just don't get married in the state of California.
Hey,
No,
that part.
No.
Or don't
In
get
California-
married. There's no point to
Wait.
marriage. Marriage is some of
Wait,
the
wait.
dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard of.
But Britt,
Not for
tell me
young
this.
people. Young people still should get married before they start a family.
Well, wait,
Oh no,
hold on.
I've been said I'm a living sin like Ed Stedman and Oprah from this point
That-
on.
Why do you have to get married to have kids? That doesn't mean
I think it creates a
anything.
better foundation for the kid.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, so to have a
I
family.
don't agree. I don't
Well,
agree. You know
hold
why?
on, answer
'Cause
me
my
this.
parents were married, and they would have supplied me.
Nigga,
with
she
a-
died. What are you talking about?
But they were married, and if they had stayed together, all they did was fight and cheat on each other. That
You
wouldn't have
don't know
created
that.
stability.
You
Oh, I
don't
do
know that.
No,
But
I
you
do
don't
know
know that.
Okay,
He found my
well,
hold
mother's
on.
diary.
It's
As
also
somebody
different, though.
somebody whose parents who didn't get married, me and my mother had a different last name, and that was embarrassing in school. You had the
Was
same
it?
last name as.
That's
your
why I didn't
parents.
change my name. That was part of the reason
That's
why I didn't
why-
push to change my name because I
That's
thought
why
it'd be
I
weird for my
gave
kids.
my kids my last name because I didn't want them to be
Yeah.
embarrassed in school. 'cause I
My
wasn't
kids all have
married.
three different last names. There's 3 different last names. Only one of them has the same last name as mine because she dropped the hyphen and kept mine. But yeah, no. And you know what? I don't. This sounds
Well-
terrible, and I understand this isn't about me. I don't
Do
care
you though?
enough. I don't care enough for me to sit here and marry someone simply because I had kids with them. My father told me the one thing that man
we're
told
talking
me.
That's
about
what- yeah, we're
getting
not-
like courting
Yeah, that's
Getting
not the that's not the
married
topic.
Two different
before
things.
you
Topic.
start a
Oh
family.
no, I do kids. I do kids.
You're supposed to.
month
You're
2.
supposed to do that the other way around, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do that. I don't
No,
do that.
you don't. But
Remember the
here's my
song?
question.
First comes love, then comes marriage.
Yeah,
then
no,
comes-
no. Mine was just a baby in the baby carriage,
Baby
and then that
carriage.
motherfucker out. He's like, bye.
But wait, hold up, y'all. But but in California, if you live with a person, you don't have to be married for a certain amount of time. It becomes common law.
7
right?
years. Common
7
law marriage,
years.
7 years.
So even so, if
Massachusetts.
No,
Massachusetts
you know
will-
what? It's not even.
Okay.
It's not even 7 years. So I looked it up in Texas. If you receive mail at that home, if you call yourselves husband and wife in a public setting in front of people, and the other stipulation, there's one more stipulation. If you meet all 3 of those stipulations, then you are. It could be after 6 months. It could be after a year. It could be after 7 years. It could be after 10 years. As long as you meet all 3 of those stipulations in the state of Texas, you are considered a married
Co-
couple
Okay.
and have to go get a physical divorce if you break up.
Oh wow.
I
That's why you will never
apologize.
hear
I
me be
was
like,
incorrect.
"Oh, that's wifey." Niggas, shut the fuck up. No, it's not.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong, and
Don't
I
call
just
me
want to
that
say
shit.
I'm wrong. California does not actually recognize common law marriage at
Okay,
all under
okay.
any circumstances. I thought they
So it's
Massachusetts
did.
marriage,
does.
marriage. Yeah, I don't know about Louisiana, but then again, Louisiana. What else is new? And it makes me feel like that good old classic rock and roll song. Y'all remember that song, "Breaking Up"? It's so hard to do. Breaking up. So
It's not hard
trips
to
me
do.
out.
I
You
just
just
block
say it's
people.
over. There you go. There you go.
Did
But
you say you just dropped somebody?
I said I just block people.
Oh,
was-
okay.
this was a fun conversation. It was good to see Rhea throw some blows because usually she's quiet. It was good to see her bring up
When
her
is Rhea quiet?
when we have different topics. Rhea's not
Jazz
Rhea's not
was
as
quiet.
quiet.
If I
was
don't
quiet.
know, if I don't
I
know
had
about a
nothing.
topic, I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Jazz
No,
was
with
quiet.
this one, I knew this was gonna wake up Rhea. Cause Rhea likes to tell people, I don't date brokies. I'm gonna get mine. So
That's
I
why
knew
she
this was
started.
going.
That's why she
She
just
rose
started
up.
dating Britt. She was
Oh.
waiting on that job offer to come through. She's like, "There, we're a couple now,
Check this out, though. Think about
Long
it, though,
distance.
Helene.
long distance couple."
Think about it, Helene. Who's talking about wanting to move to Houston in the next few years?
She gonna be dating you.
That's the light skinned one.
The
She
light-skinned
gonna
one.
be dating
Now,
you.
what did you just read? If
Oh
you
no, I
tell
told
your-
I told George that's on him.
no.
George said no, thank you. George said literally, I would have to get up out of bed immediately after sex and go the fuck home because he doesn't know what I would do to his house when he's sleeping.
I
Okay,
agree.
well, we don't. I don't. Oh, you know what? I was just
agree.
trying to say that Rhea is planning for a Texas marriage where they don't
She's not.
need. Oh no,
Nah.
Rhea gonna get that Texas marriage because she gonna come in and say, "Well, that's my wife." What does she get? Half. When it's all over, when the friendship dies, I
Half
want.
You know
Eddie.
what? You
I
know who
want that for you,
doesn't get half?
Booty.
Half Eddie.
You know who doesn't get half? Missing and dead people. That's who don't get half.
Murder was the case. What?
That's all I'm saying. If they can't find you, you ain't getting shit.
Saying that shit on Joe Budden's internet. Lord
Right?
Jesus.
Y'all
We
heard
gonna
it.
move on.
Mark this
We
tape.
moving on.
Right.
Mark.
1 minute 31.
1 hour.
Or, I mean 1 hour 1 hour 31.
If I come up missing, y'all know
To
who
the
did it.
administration, to whoever finds this video in the archives, it was the light-skinned one. None of the
Yes.
dark ones said anything as asinine nor evil
That's
as
right.
that. That is what
I
happens
am
when
the
you have.
evil one on here. I may look
What
sweet.
did I call you earlier this week? A chaos demon. And that's exactly
Yeah.
I
what
am
you
a
are.
chaos demon. I am. What do I enjoy the most? Watching the world burn and watching people burn simply because they
No,
enjoy
girl,
it.
that's just biracial anger. But we gonna
This
continue.
is why I
We
be
gotta
this
move
right
on.
here is why I be having to tell Britt. I be like she'll call and I'll see the shit on the phone. I'll be like, not today. I just let it finish ringing and I'm like, not today. And then I'll send back a text message. I can't.
Well,
No.
look,
But I appreciate the fact that you let it ring. That actually
I
makes
do.
me feel better than sending it straight to voicemail. That feels
Oh, no.
even worse.
I do
Alright.
that when I want to be petty.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
look-
the shit where you're like, oh, you sent me the voicemail, bitch.
well,
Mhm.
okay. Well, you know what? Y'all air that out. Have a Hollywood divorce. But we gotta move on because Britt, we gonna cut your time just a little bit. You got 2 minutes to walk us down to Her-Tep Corner because ain't
To
no
Ho-
hoes living there.
Tip.
Not there. Ain't no
Hoes
hoes.
gonna
dip,
be-
towing. No, can we wait before we get to Her-Tep Corner? I need the viewers to go over to the Foot Princess's page because this nigga got a whole movie, not a movie, a TV show thing where she was like, "Well, this is about Grand Rising," and it is a nigga in
Saw that.
a motherfucking Pillsbury Dough
Yes.
outfit.
Yes.
Where-
I love
where,
that one.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my
She's
goodness.
Grand Rising, my brothers
Right,
and
and he's
sisters, and
got
it is
the
a nigga
kufi on.
in a
Yeah.
kufi
Yes,
and a
yes.
fucking.
I said,
Yeah,
where's
whole
Britt?
Pillsbury outfit.
Well, let's go
I
ahead,
sent
y'all.
that to George because I had a week of every morning saying to George Grand Rising, and it would be something different every single time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna start ho-tepping in my kufi wearing. But anyway, we got.
Ho-tepping in my
Anthony, I was
You
bopping
need to
to
cut that
it.
into a song. I want you to turn that into something.
Right.
Oh,
That is
in
a
my
song.
kufi, Yes.
That needs to be her. That needs to be her entrance music. I'm gonna find somebody to make that shit. Ho-tepping.
Ho-tepping in my kufi. Grand risings all day. Ho-tepping with my kufi. No, ho-tepping in my kufi. Clowning O-face. Ho-tepping in my kufi. Since every day,
Yes.
I don't know. Let's see.
Yes.
But
Yes.
anyway, it is
Yes.
time, y'all, to take that trip to Her-Tep Corner where you give Britt Williams this time 2 minutes and she can connect anything to that beautiful cotton plant of a demon, white supremacy.
Oh, Whitey. Oh, Whitey.
So, Britt, what do we have on the books today?
Today is a warning. I am simply bringing forth a warning to my others out there who are not Black. If you have taken a DNA test in the past, and somewhere in your lineage you have 1% to 2% Nigerian, I don't know, Guyana, I don't know, South African. Stop if you're a man saying I'm Black, standing there and going, you can tell, and pretending to hit your knee. Motherfucker, you don't have a big dick, and that didn't make you black. You still have a tiny little Asian penis. I've seen it. Secondly, and yeah, that was very specific to somebody. Secondly, don't ask how much black it takes for you to be invited to the cookout. Don't ask. Don't say, because in my DNA test, I've got 1% Nigerian. I don't know if y'all remember that dumb white bitch who had the nerve to tell black women to stop ignoring her and to join the fight, and then had the nerve to say, how dare you uninvite me to the cookout. I am black. I have 1% Nigerian. Fuck you, white bitch. DNA testing has been the bane of fucking black existence because you fucking others out there, especially you white motherfuckers, somehow see that 17 generations ago, somebody from Africa happened to wander and skedaddle into your family, and you think that that makes you somehow able to speak your motherfucking mind about black people, cookouts, things that happen in the black community. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants you. Nobody's interested. Being black has not as much to do with the percentage as to do with the community, the way you raise, who are you raised by. Who are you willing to die for when it really comes down to it? Because every last one of you motherfuckers who loves to talk about how African you are because of 17 generations ago, when the race war comes, and it's going to come, where will you be? Because the only way you are going to be saved is if you take care of your percentage of your population. That's all I'm saying. I'm done. Then
ladies and gentlemen, that was another rousing edition of Her-Tep Corner, given to you by the slightly annoyed Puerto Rican, Miss Britt Williams. Puerto Rican.
Rican.
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm
Rican. I feel Rican in this hair. Rican in this hair.
And we will try to make that theme song.
Hey, we have
Her-Tep
already decided when the race war breaks out. I don't know. I'm not gonna name no names, but it's questionable about a few of you. I'm just saying.
A few of us?
Oh, it's a couple. Yeah. Hell, it's a whole nother chat where one of them done already said he's signing with the Asians. I'm not gonna say no names.
Oh.
I know it wasn't me. I was literally signing
Not
with
it.
hello, my baby,
Not
hello,
it.
my darling. I'm with those people now.
Who?
You could call me Michigan J Negro. I am.
I'm just gonna say
tapping, and I'm joking.
It's a short king, so maybe that's why he's siding with the Asians. He feels a little more comfortable, but I will leave it at that. Just know, everybody, just skin folk
Ain't
God
necessarily
always
kinfolk.
folk.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be the initials J W? Okay.
No, not that one. Surprisingly,
Okay. Surprisingly, okay, no, because
surprisingly, because he's
Yeah.
questionable at times his damn self. I don't know.
No. He blacker than the Ace of Spades, man. They ain't gonna let him come through the door.
My
This
Darkness
one
will
is
not
in
fall
original
upon him.
African
my
packaging,
blackness
right?
ain't getting tested right quick. None of
Not
that.
in
No.
original
I didn't
African
know.
packaging? Not that one? No? Okay, just checking.
I will do
This
this
nigga
though.
said the original African packaging. I don't have the original. I don't have the original African packaging. They done repackaged my shit 3-4 times over. Goddamn.
Okay.
So
Yo, we gotta move on, y'all, because it's time to start wrapping it up. But we cannot end this podcast, as well as any podcast we do, without that question of the pod given to us
Yes.
by that beautiful Rare Sunshine, Miss Rare Anderson. Rare,
Yes.
what is the question for this week?
Okay, I have a themed question that is finished this lyric based upon one of the topics we talked about, the mother of Beyonce. So it is a Beyonce lyric. And I would like for you
it should be fun.
I would like for you to finish this lyric. I'm going to start singing a song. And
Oh,
I
bitch,
want
do you have
finish,
to?
I want you to finish the lyric. Shout your answer out. First person who answers it wins.
All right.
Okay. My daddy Alabama, my mother
mom,
Louisiana. You mix that with that Mecca.
Naked Texas. Wait.
You mix that
You mix
Creole
that-
with that
You mix that Creole with that Bama, make a Texas.
No.
You mix that Creole. No, I don't.
Wait, is that Pink
Wait,
Beard?
I got it. I
Is
got
that
it.
Pink Beard?
Slap her with the dick. Slap her with the dick. Slap her with the dick.
My daddy,
Oh.
Alabama.
Is that
Mama,
Pink
Louisiana.
Beard?
You
No,
mix that Creole
it's
with that.
Beyonce.
You mix
Oh,
that
I
Creole with
forgot.
that.
Sorry.
Ah, shit.
And make a
With that
Texas
Texas
Bama.
Bama.
And make a Texas
You're
Bama.
missing one.
You mix that
Wait, what?
like a Texas Bama.
My daddy, Alabama. Mama,
My mom,
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
You mix that.
Okay.
Creole with that Texas.
You mix that Creole with that Negro and make a
Negro.
Texas Bama.
You mix that Negro with that Creole, make a Texas Bama.
Bitch, I was close enough. Shut the
Okay,
fuck up.
you win.
I think y'all are wrong. It really is slap her with the dick. 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 Ah. All right. Well, congratulations for murdering another one of the great Beyonce's hits. Next
Right.
week,
I
We
won't do
murdered it.
Beyonce next week. I'll do somebody else. Okay.
I'm telling you.
I'm
you
sorry.
have to
I'll
go-
give Britt a chance next week.
Give Britt a chance. You know what? If you do
Brit's
Selena
not
songs,
sad. She
Britt's
just ain't
gonna
gonna
win.
participate.
Beep,
Come
beep,
on
beep,
the
bum,
floor. No, come on the floor,
bum.
bitch.
Beep, 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 bum, bum.
Y'all know that bitch didn't get paroled, right?
She retired.
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
She didn't.
No, she didn't.
Oh,
They denied parole.
good. Good.
They denied her parole until what, 2030 or something, or
Yeah.
32, or
Hopefully she
I gotta-
dies.
No, you know what's funny? A friend of the show, Star, she posted a really funny video where they were like, wait, Yolanda Salazar got denied parole? And it's the scene from the movie Selena when her brother says, we do it for Selena.
we do it for Selena.
That guy's name is Jacobe Vargas. He said a very long time ago, and he still sticks to it, he will never date anyone outside of his race.
Good
You
for
mean Little
him.
Joker? You mean Joker?
Yeah, dead straight.
Yeah, they man. Look.
Good.
I mean, what's the little boy
Latino
from Star
pride,
Wars?
bro.
He said the same thing.
Yeah,
What's
John
his name?
Boyega.
The cute one?
Oh,
John
yeah.
Boyega, yeah. He said,
Yeah.
and he said the darker the better, bitch. He don't even want no light skinned bitches. So
I
I'm
mean,
mad
the-
at you, dog.
Boy is
I'm
from
mad, I just-
Nigeria.
Baby.
Fun
I'm
fact.
not mad at you,
Yeah.
baby.
But you know what? Once again, this was a fun episode. I think we had a good time, right? You know, we
Yeah.
didn't hear-
Anthony, I was told to say
Mhm.
that Kobe Bryant was Robin that turned into Nightwing.
You know what?
I have no comments.
I have
Do you agree
none.
with that?
Especially when he theft the booty hole. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was gonna
Thank
say that,
you.
but
Facts.
I was like,
Facts.
we remember him
Facts.
as this great person,
Facts.
but he
Facts.
actually took somebody's
Facts.
booty hole, so that
Thank
kind of
you.
negates the
Facts.
good person.
Facts,
You
facts,
know-
facts, facts, facts.
Oh my
Just
god.
saying.
Know
top
who
of
said
facts.
that? And to them, I say they are correct. They are
My
correct. I know who said that
God,
quote.
My God.
Makes sense.
My
It makes
God.
sense. But I do before we close this, I want to give a big FU to Stephen A. Smith. You
Oh,
messy bitch.
fuck yeah.
And just like
What did
Sherry
he do
Shepherd,
now?
he went off talking trash about LeBron not
Bronny.
being at the
Bron.
Bronny, but then he started to say, well, LeBron, you wasn't at Kobe's memorial, and people said that's wrong. LeBron was there, but he told people not to film him, and
Mhm.
out of respect to Kobe's family.
Yeah.
But again, Stephen A, the
Who is
more
he to
and more you
Why?
Do you have a little button on your soundboard that says "eat a dick"?
Well,
You
I
should
will
get
say
one.
this. Because of what you've been doing as of late, you really are.
A pussy ass bitch.
Yeah.
That
And
part.
I hope you hear every bit of that. And I know you won't, but my respect level
At
for
him.
you has
Make it the
dropped.
clip.
You...
Make it the clip of the week and add him.
Yes.
Do
Nigga,
it.
I will do it. I will do it.
Do it.
You know
Yes.
what? Then so shall it be.
Yeah,
I
like,
can't
why
respect
not?
that cat much no more, man. I mean, now you're just becoming like your MAGA friends, and you're just
Right.
talking loud and saying nothing. Before we go, Britt, make it quick. We got to wrap this up.
Really fast. Does everybody here know what a fair chance employer is?
Yes.
I believe so.
It gives help.
I
it
assume
gives,
so.
Fair chances to felons and people who committed crimes.
Oh, yeah.
So your pussy is a fair chance employer?
Thank you. How do you know? How do you know? I was about to say, but yes.
It is
yes.
time for us to say adios. Jazz, before we go, please let people know where they can find you and your partner in crime, Jason, on the Was It Good Though pod, please.
You and that niggle.
First and foremost, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I understand I wasn't right in the age gap of references. But yes, you can find me, me and Jason, Was It Good Though podcast. You can watch us on YouTube or on all social media platforms. You can stream our episodes. We drop every Tuesday.
And you can see her feet regularly every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
We review movies and TV shows every week. Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
And her feet.
Okay, you know what? We gonna move on. And yes, I did not call her what she usually is, the Togarian.
The Togarian.
You know,
I'm working on my
the-
rebrand.
Oh, okay. I still
Toey
say that.
Kardashian. The only
She got-
Kardashian we fuck with.
Yay! I'm accepted.
Yay! To the cookout I go. But y'all, once again, thank y'all so much for watching. Hey, if this is your first time watching, we hope you enjoy it. Make sure if you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and it'll only take a second. Hit that like button like you're the Incredible Hulk, and leave a blue thumbs up because blue thumbs are cool, and hit the notification bell, little one that's shaped like a bell, right to the right, and turn your notifications to all so you will be notified when the next episode of this here show drops. Why? Because we do this for you. Sometimes
I do this
us.
for me, so
Okay,
sorry.
Check out
Jesus.
slightly annoyed mixed chick art. Just saying.
Yes, we don't get a proceed of any art that is sold. Only Brit keeps the cash.
And
So
I'm tired of only selling to people I fuck. So can some other people please buy my art?
Or that's an incentive for anybody that's listening. So
Or incentive. Buy a piece of art. I fuck you.
no. We are not soliciting on this here
I
podcast.
said buy art. Art. They've purchased something. That's what the money is for. I just happen to throw in a free.
You know it's another word.
free vagina.
Another 3-letter word that starts with A, ass. Because that's what also you're giving away. So let's stop.
Throw it. Oh, sorry.
Throw it around in a circle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much once again for watching. For the slightly annoyed mixed chick, Miss Britt Williams. For Coretta with the Beretta, Miss
Gang,
Elaine
gang.
Torregato, Bang Bang. And for that beautiful ray of sunshine, Miss Araya Anderson, as well as the Togarian herself, the philanderer of feet, Miss Jazz. I am Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro, signing off saying if you in them streets, please be good. But if you can't be good, be careful. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
See you later, nigga.